It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Philadelphia 76ers at Wells Fargo Center. For Philadelphia, an impressive 4-game winning streak. They're really playing good basketball. We'll see if they can extend it to 5 with a win tonight. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernest. And that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
In what ball?
The crystal ball.
Well, not that again.
I think this could be a preview.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Yo, you ready for tonight?
That's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome, everyone, to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Looking at Boston, they took the win in their last game against the Clippers. And guys, it could have gone either way. Nearly won that one by 2.
And I was impressed with how comfortable they looked in that environment, made the most of their possessions.
They were extremely efficient, Greg. They ran their offense well and took good high percentage shots.
And David Aldridge is standing by for a pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, the fans wanted it, and it's now happened. AI will be in the dunk contest at All-Star Weekend. Now, you remember that dunk that went viral jump-started his career, so maybe a little poetic justice here. And I asked him if there was anyone he would turn to for advice. And he said, there's a guy named Flying Dragon.
Great stuff as always, DA. Thanks. I know the fans were clamoring for AI to enter the contest.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen what he can do in game situations, and definitely impressive. I mean, with a clear runway, And all the time in the world, I am sure AI will leave us speechless with what he's able to pull off.
Tonight, we'll be seeing a couple of the league's better defensive. What are some of the keys to winning a defensive kind of battle, Doris?
Well, because you know that possessions are going to be fewer than in a typical game, where the pace is going to be slower, then the turnover number becomes all that much more important. Because in a game where pace is not at issue, you can't afford 15, 20 turnovers. It's about valuing the basketball. It's about executing to the greatest degree possible. And sometimes, Kevin, that means going deep into your offensive set. The ball should change sides of the floor, and you should look for a matchup that's favorable. And when you do, that's when you strike.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. There in the backcourt. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Hayward in at the small forward. Williams with the steal. Over in the corner, Brown fires for three. Rebounded by Covington. Now the 76ers with it. Here's Fultz. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And the energy of Fultz, impressive. It has an ability to nail difficult shots over an aggressive defense.
And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice, as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
On the free throw, no good.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
The pass to Simmons. Kicks it to Covington. Shot clock at 6. For the three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
They can use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ball's knocked loose. Covington with the steal. Here's Fultz. Banked in off the glass.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start. This one so far. Hayward looking over the floor. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Horford against Embiid. With the fadeaway.
1 for 4 right now. A little sluggish coming out of the gate.
Horford no up. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slip feed. 6 points from Markelle Fultz.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And let's see the leading three-point teams in the NBA. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
No doubt, they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. Horford kicks to Brown. And again, unable to change momentum here.
Boy, they wanted to hit the ground running today, but it hasn't happened. Just 1 for 5 from the field.
Pass to Fultz. And here's Covington. Over Williams. Covington's shot is off.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that one. 4 for 5.
Here's Brown. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Here's A-Train. No good. Shot missing. Good work defensively by Horford. Celtics trail by 5. Irving looking over the floor. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
And last year, the Celtics appearing in the Eastern Conference Finals for the 35th season.
Simply incredible, Kevin. The most in the East by far. The Sixers and Pistons are a distant second and third. And the way this front office has constructed this roster, expect that total to rise in the coming years.
Pass to Covington. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. To the wing right side. A-Train, the pass to Covington. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Horford. Irving with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. A shot by Hayward, wide open.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Boston with it. They trail by 7. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
You know, sometimes it's about gang rebounding, making sure everyone's in on the responsibility to board it. Let's see if it's more of a group effort tonight.
Here's Fultz following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Here's A-Train. He's covered by Brown. That one falls. 6 points for A-Train.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside Irving. It's stolen by Fultz. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Outside Irving. Knocked loose. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's A-Train. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more of. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden, as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Yeah, no, not at all. It's a good call, Greg. They need a fresh, new approach here.
Now, here's Rozier, guarded by Fultz. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, with the defense laying off him, you know he's going to pull the trigger. They're lucky he didn't burn him.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Smart. Here's A-Train, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The 76ers shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
That free throw good from A-Train. So Rozier will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 13-point game. Morris against Saric. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. The Celtics keeping it alive. Fresh 24. Morris against Saric. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Morris, no good.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Here's A-Train. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Well, good thing he hit the weight room because Amir Johnson exerting his strength to come up with these second chance opportunities.
Smart kicks to Tatum. On the wing, Morris. A beautiful reverse layup.
This is where the focus and the confidence of Marcus Morris shows through. This guy's so good at keeping his eye on the target.
Now here's Fultz. He had 10 points in the win against the Lakers. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Tatum for 3. That one's not going to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage.
Kings it from downtown.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Now here's Rozier, guarded by Fultz. And it's Rozier missing.
Gets it to very close range, but there was no way the defense going to back off and give him that layup.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Smart. Here's A-Train. Baines with the block. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Markelle Fultz. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Clock is at 3. Here's A-Train. Good work defensively by Morris. Celtics trail by 18. Ball's knocked loose. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Guard Terry Rozier, a fantastic spark plug off the bench for this team, Doris.
But the reality to me is Terry Rozier is a good enough player to be a starter in the NBA, but that ability to create instant offense, really special.
Mike Muscala has checked in for Amir Johnson. Now, here is Morris. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Just a really solid display there of rebounding. They've done it really all game.
Yeah, bottom line, more boards means more possessions, and that's how you build a lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Boston shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Rozier kicks to Tatum. Now, here's Rozier. He's guarded closely. Morris outside. Over Chandler. Morris, no good.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Shoots from 14. No good from A-Train. Outside Tatum. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Tatum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
So good at exploiting where the defense is. Jason Tatum in the pull-up. Man, that's good.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. On the court right now for the Celtics. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Williams, and it's Irving in at the point. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Simmons passing to A-Train. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Lakers was driven. He scored 32 points, and along with what he did on offense, he had a big defensive night as well. He was great in every facet of the game. Afterward, his coach couldn't stop praising the effort. Kevin will see if he maintains that inspiration tonight.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, you do wonder, though, Greg, does he still have some of the adrenaline going from that performance? No matter how tired he is, he should have plenty of energy coming off that.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. Here's Fultz. Another shot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And liking how Fultz stays patient on offense. Outstanding at using the pump fake to draw defenders in the air. The rest is simple.
Looking at the midseason numbers for international viewership, Doris, the league is really making an impression around the world.
I know soccer is maybe the biggest sport worldwide, but what has struck me over the last 5 to 10 years is how global a game basketball has become, and the fact that it's one of the fastest growing sports in the entire world. And make no mistake, to me, it's the league that has brought this ability to bring people together with incredible stars who fans can relate to. The one guy that comes to mind, obviously, Steph Curry.
Well said. The vision of the league, to me, is just incredible and unequal.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the call on A-Train. That's his first foul. Here's Hayward. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one. And he banks in the layup. Simmons got 8 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Irving kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Brown. Comes up empty down low.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's A-Train. He's covered by Brown.
I'll tell you, with that being his second foul, now you've got to be more careful. You can't give the officials any excuse to whistle him for number 3 before the end of this half.
And he's still scoreless in this quarter. Surprising after his great start.
3 seconds.
Outside Irving. Outside Williams. To the inside. Here's Brown. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Brown's got 12 points in the game. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And there's the pass to A-Train. Over in the corner, Fultz. Shot clock at 6. Here's A-Train. Second chance shot. And Simmons with the layup. He's got 10.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Today, their work on the boards has been impressive.
Irving kicks to Williams. Inside, Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Here's A-Train. 15 points in the game. Misses off the left iron.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
To the middle. And the basket by Horford.
Now really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Pass to A-Train. And Brown over to help. Here's Simmons on the money from 12 feet away.
And Simmons is totally comfortable near the rim, using his body well to get the shot he wants.
And here's Brown outside. The long distance three.
Come on! Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers ahead, running away with it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey there. Well, look, the field's been announced for the three-point contest, and for the first time, you are on the list. How much are you looking forward to this?
Oh, man, I'm fired up.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Jaylen Brown, what a contribution.
I'll tell you what, he put together an entire highlight reel in that first half alone. Just a collection of spectacular dunks.
I don't know how you're not a big fan of his game. He plays fast, aggressive, and if you let him get to the rim, he leaves nothing to chance.
The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. A-Train is out there with Fultz, and it's Covington in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
You know what's interesting is so many people wondered how Kyrie Irving would fit with the Boston Celtics. Well, the answer was pretty perfectly. He steps right into the system and has to carry the team, and the team flourishes with him at the head.
Nice use of the mid-range J by Simmons, taking whatever the defense gives him out there.
Irving dishes to Hayward. Back to Irving. Hayward outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Doris, it's rare to see a star player like Irving transition so smoothly onto a new team.
Well, agreed, Kevin. It wasn't just a new team. This was an established new team. But credit both Kyrie and the Celtics for coming to grips with how he fit. As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
The Celtics have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached the Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. Here's Embiid. Hits the outside fadeaway. Embiid's got 6. And it's Smart with the ball for Boston. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. A-Train with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, I think during this timeout, they've got to talk about ways to deny the basketball to him. That's the key, because when he gets it, chances are he's going to score.
And the 76ers making a change here. Saric is checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Morris is checked in for Williams. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Hayward against Chandler. Hayward finds Irving. 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Boston, Aaron Baines comes in for Al Horford. And it's Rozier in for Kyrie Irving. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hayward's running. Pass to Rozier. He kicks to Smart. Morris right side. Just 5 to shoot. And that one is off. Some solid defense from Saric. A-Train, the pass to Embiid. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 8 points for him.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Here's Morris. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
I'll tell you, he hasn't been able to find the mark all night. It's a big reason they're staring at this deficit.
Here's A-Train, guarded by Smart. And there's the bucket for A-Train. A-Train's got 17 now. For Boston, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Smart kicks to Rozier. A floater, and he lays it up and in.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
McConnell passes to A-Train. Knocks it loose.
Oh, come on, the foul!
And the shot no good, a bit short. Celtics trail by 21. Down low, here's Smart, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in and against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's A-Train. Lets it go from 11. He can't hit that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And Greg was smart. When he's off the floor, and you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
Boston making a switch here. Horford's checked in. And Marcus Smart, Doris, is a player who will give you whatever he can on offense.
Right. Marcus Smart is on the floor because of his defensive abilities. But what Brad Stevens likes to say is, Marcus will make the big shots.
The 76ers leading by 17. McConnell kicks to Saric. Tatum against Chandler. Pass to McConnell. Here's A-Train. 19 points in the game. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Good on the shot.